Hey everybody, it's Peter from the Kia Hyundai channel. As of today, I'm filming this on December 10th, 2021, the Kia EV6 can now be ordered in Canada. Technically, it could be ordered as of 3 o'clock yesterday, but there's a pretty big catch. And before I tell you the catch, I'm going to tell you to hit the subscribe button here because you're going to have to watch our next video, which I can't film yet. So hit the subscribe button if you're interested in the EV6 because there will be a follow-up video and I want to make sure you see that. So here's the catch. Right now, we don't have pricing on this vehicle and we don't know all the details of the trims. So I did a little Instagram thing yesterday where I said, hey, we've got big news coming out because we were told that yesterday you could order the EV6. Now, traditionally at a Kia dealer, when you order a vehicle, you get what we nickname the VPOG. It's the Vehicle Price and Ordering Guide, VPOG, Vehicle Price and Ordering Guide. So when that arrives, that's an internal document that I can't share with you, but what I always do is read through it on a video like this to tell you what's in the trims and just take that sort of coded language, make it make sense for you. And in addition to telling you what features are in each trim, I also tell you the price of the vehicle. We don't have that. And at first, I was like, well, this is super frustrating. But I think I have a theory of what's going on. And this is purely me speculating right now. I think that they are trying to get this vehicle to qualify for that government discount in Canada. And that means that the starting price for the first level trim has to be under $45,000. I have no word of this actually happening. I have no confirmation that this is happening. But this vehicle was originally planned as sort of a more expensive vehicle. Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 has come out and hit that price point. And this does share some of those expensive components with that car. If I'm correct, and I might be completely off base here, but if I'm correct that they're trying to hit that price point, it would make sense that we don't have a vehicle price and ordering guide because what they're doing is they're kind of honoring their internal commitment to say that you can order the car by December, in this case December 9th. They probably had an internal schedule where saying you could order the car by then. But the vehicle price and ordering guide may not be finalized because if they are trying to hit this price point, they're going to have to decide how they're going to equip these cars and equip the trim. What don't we have right now? We don't know exactly what's in each trim and we don't know pricing. Those are two things that would have to be figured out, negotiated with head office in Korea, and also just figured out on how we're going to price them and stagger them each individual trim. I might be way out to lunch here. Like I'm fully willing to admit I might be wrong. But if I'm right, that's why I asked you to subscribe, because we will do a video when we know exactly what's coming out with these cars with pricing and with equipment. And Kia, I know somebody from Kia head office might watch this. I need the VPOG. I know that you're working on this, but as soon as you have it, can I have it, please? And what this means is, so why place the order at all? And that was the exact question I asked of our head office rep. Like, what benefit does it have to you? So basically, if you wanted one of these cars and you didn't make the initial 200 pre-orders that we did earlier, because there was only 200 pre-orders, they sold out in a heartbeat. There was some website crashing issues, so some people that wanted it weren't able to get it. If you want this car, you can now order it. And because you don't know pricing and equipment, if you want to walk away completely when you find out pricing and equipment, you can do that. There's no obligation. If, however, you find out pricing comes out and you want to move within trim lines, your place in line has now been reserved if you do your pre-order, and you'll be able to choose which car you want without sort of starting over as a fresh order and getting in the back of the line again. So that's a huge advantage to commit to the car now and do that. Now, I do want you to buy from us if you're in Ontario. And that sounds blunt, but we've done this before. This is sort of new for Kia Canada, but when the Kia Niro EV came out, this dealership, Brantford Kia, actually sold more pre-order vehicles than I believe anyone else in the country, and we delivered every single one of those. And the way you do that is, again, the Kia Niro didn't have pricing and it didn't have features and options. We didn't have the VPOG, but we pre-sold more than anyone else. And the way we do that is really good communication with you guys, really good communication between us and head office. and we delivered every single one of those. So we've done this before. There's a process you want to go through. You need someone that's going to be clear and upfront about what information they have and what information they don't have. You need someone that's going to be clear and upfront about timing, because as you know, there's part shortages and all kinds of reasons why vehicles can be delayed. So you want us to communicate well. We do that well here. I trust our team. So if you want to order this vehicle, there's a link in the description below this video that says reach out to me. Do that and I'll connect you up with our sales team. That puts you in line to get this vehicle. And if I'm correct and they hit this price point, if you've read anything about this vehicle at all yet, this next generation of EVs is going to be class leading in every way. These are fantastic EVs, and you may get them at a price that is just incomparable right now, if I'm correct, and I might be wrong. So just really quickly, here's some of the colors: Interstellar Gray, Steel Gray, Yacht Blue, Glacier, Snow White Pearl, Aurora Black, Runway Red, and Deep Forest Green. Some of these colors you can see on our lot today, so you can choose your color, but again, you could change your color when we find out. Coming down here, GT line is going to look like that. These are the initial 200 pre-orders. They were sort of this trim line. Again, what's in that trim line, we don't know for sure yet. Some of the unique features, they're going to be, if I'm correct and they're trying to hit a price point, something like the vehicle to load, the ability to power a secondary device from your car. That probably won't be on every trim if they introduce this at a lower price point. You will have LED lighting on likely every trim, the rotary gear shift knobs, all those things. The remote smart parking assist, which means on the key fob you can move the car forward and move the car backwards right from your key fob. We don't have that in any Kia vehicles yet. There are in some Hyundai vehicles, but you may or may not have that on every trim line. I don't think you'll have it on lower trim lines if they're going to hit a price point. Regenerative braking, the large screen display, I would expect that to be on every price point if they, that's just the way the car comes. Really good trunk space, pretty good, well, okay, frunk space. And again, more space on, if they have a lower trim line, it'll be rear wheel drive, you'll have more frunk or front trunk space in that. LED interior mood lighting, don't know. So some of the specs, the augmented reality heads-up display, if they have to hit a price point, that's not going to be on the lowest trim. Let's just call it what it is. But you will have things. Something like the relaxation seat. Do they have multiple seats for this vehicle? I don't think so. So you maybe have a really cool relaxation type seat. Moving down here, some of the specs that we know. And again, this is just if you want to buy the car, this is what we do know right now. Maybe you could pause the screen, or I can probably get this out to you somehow. 58 kilowatt hours, the short range, 77.4 is the long range. The EV range estimated. Now, the United States EPA has come out with some ranges that actually exceed this. The 482 kilometers is the longest range, and I believe it was closer to 500 kilometers, which would be consistent with our current crop of EVs. What I find is Kia's rating for our current EVs, 3 seasons of the year here in Canada, you can far outdo their estimates of range. But 482 is what they're assuming, so 360 for the low one, 482, 442 with the all-wheel drive. Charge times here, 5.5 hours, 7.5 hours. There is a ultra-fast charging, 18 minutes at a 350 kilowatt charger, which would be, I think, the 0 to 80%. That may not be available on the lowest trim level as well. So again, you're looking at sort of traditional charge times. Most of the EV buyers that I know, including myself, do most of our charging at home, so that super fast charging time is only really going to be relevant on a road trip anyways. Horsepower, 167, 225, or 320, depending on the trim. 258, 258, and 446 are the torque numbers. So the same torque in the lower 2 trims, higher torque on the higher trim. Acceleration times are estimates there. 2,000 pound towing capacity. Wheelbase is the same as a Telluride, so that's the distance between the front and rear wheel. The width is within a centimeter of the Sorento. I've seen this vehicle. You can check out our series at the LA Auto Show, where we do a couple videos on this, both the walk around video and there's an EV6 specific video. So if this is enough information to say, you know what, I want to place an order with no obligation, then contact us. If you want to put yourself in line for one of these vehicles, and if pricing's out of whack or the features are out of whack, you can walk away. But if they're not out of whack, you get your place in line. And in a time when there's vehicle shortages and supply chain issues and all kinds of things, putting yourself in line early is very smart. Some vehicles we have are 6 months plus, 8 months kind of thing for delivery. And if this is going to be as popular as I think it's going to be, you're going to want to get in line right now. So next steps, please subscribe to our channel. There will be a second video following up this one to talk about pricing and features. Contact me. I'll set you up with our sales team. The link is in the description of how to contact me. I'll set you up with our sales team to place you in order. and then we're going to keep in touch. That's how this is going to work from here on out. So you can order the EV6 today. I will keep you updated when we know pricing, when we know features, but you're putting yourself in line with no obligation. It's a good idea to do that. And if you're in Ontario, please use us as a dealer, because I can't promise that every other dealer that I don't work with will treat you the way that I would want you to be treated. So that's our video. That's what I know so far. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.